Hey guys, so for this video, I'll be showing how I store my bias groups. Like I mentioned on my first how I store my K-pop albums video, I was gonna make it part 2, and this is kind of the part 2 of it. But like I answered some question on that video in the comments down below. These are not all my albums. I still have more albums. Some of them are in storage. Boxes, or I have them in other places around my room. Maybe I'll be filming those later on, but not anytime soon, because I'm still planning how I'm going to store the rest of my albums. But there are certain groups that I have like 20 plus albums, and those are my ultimate bias group. So Girls' Generation, Donbangshinki, etc. And then you'll see those here. I won't be showing every single album, but if you're curious, watch my collection videos for those individual groups, and you'll see what albums are there. But because it would just be a really long video if I was to name every single album plus move them around, because I would not have any space to put them in. But I'll just, yeah. If you're curious, just look through my playlist for my K-pop album collection, and then just look at those individual groups. And as you can see, now we can start. And I already apologize for the shakiness of the camera. I'm not using my tripod, so I'm gonna just using my hand and trying to stay balanced. Okay, so as you can see, the first part is Tiara. I don't know how many Tiara albums I have, but I have a majority of their stuff. But here we have So Good, Remember, End and End, which is signed by all the members. And then I have 3 of their Japanese albums: Gossip Girls, Treasure Box, and Jewelry Box. And here's John Travolta, Wanna Be, their first full-length album, the repackage, and then the special edition. And then here we have some singles in Japan: Lovey Dovey, Roly Poly, a bunch of versions of Pop Beep Pop Beep, Ya Ya Ya, and Roly Poly. Then we have Tiara and 4, and then solos from Jian and Hyomin. And then again, the repackage, Day by Day, Sexy Love, and then the Chopstick Brothers special single. And then on the back, as you can see, there's number 9, and then a few more albums on the back of that. So I'm trying to utilize the space as best as I can, because I want to fit them all kind of all in one spot. So that's my Tiara little shelf. And I'm glad, because their albums are really bulky. So I don't know how I made this all fit here. I'm just glad that it was big enough for everything. So as we go down, then I have Big Bang. I don't usually just talk about Big Bang, but I actually have a bunch of their things in my collection. And yeah, I think this one is one of the nicest looking ones, because they do have similar packaging for a bunch of their albums. And yeah, again, if you're interested about my Big Bang collection as a whole, look at that video, because I can't go through every single thing in here, and I will have to move things, and honestly, I don't want to move them. So here we have let's see, their 3rd mini album, their 2nd full-length album, their 2nd mini album, their 1st mini album, Taeyang Solar Concert, GD's 1st mini album, One of a Kind, and then their first 3 singles, and then their first full-length album, the repackage, or like the special edition of Monster or Alive, and Taeyang, the Taiwanese version of Rise, Solar, this regular edition, the first live concert, oh, that's upside down, For the World with You, and then again with like unique packaging. This is Taeyang's first solo mini album. And then on the back there's a special edition of Solar, and then another version of Solar, the international version. Let's see if I can see. Let me move this. Oh yeah, and then the special limited edition, or the first press edition of Heartbreaker. I'm not gonna move everything, but I'll show you guys a little bit. Then Seungri's first solo album, VVIP, Coup d'etat by GD, the special edition of Tonight, and then GD and Top first press. Oh my gosh. And on the back of that, Tonight. Yeah, I'm not going to try to move everything else. But if you're interested to see all my collection for Big Bang, yeah, I made a video for it. And then on the back right here. Alright, on the back, that's the Made series. The complete version. And then on the very, very back, that's T.O.P.'s Doom Dada. So that's it for Big Bang. So that's my little special corner for Big Bang. Let me put this back here. So again, I'm really happy that everything fits in there. Okay, let's move down. Now we have Girls' Generation. And then as you can see, I have Holiday Night finally. Which is one of the reasons why I kind of waited to make this video as well. I have the night version, and I also made an unboxing for it. So if you want to check it out and my full kind of opinion about it, watch that video. I just uploaded it. And then in here I have all my Girls' Generation stuff, most of their stuff. The only thing that's not here is the Invincible Youth photo book, because it doesn't fit in here. It's too big. But let me just kind of move some things. Oops. Okay. Sorry again for the shaky camera. So here we have Holiday Night, and then Jessica's solo album, and the first solo, and then her second solo. Her third solo is on the way. Okay, now let me move. Actually, let me move these things, and then this is my I got a boy corner. Jessica, Taeyeon, and Tiffany. And then their first full-length album in Japan, the repackaged, the Girls' Generation, The Boys. Hoot, the Japanese version, which I actually didn't include in my collection video. That's the only thing that wasn't in that collection video. Run Devil Run, Holler, Twinkle, Lionheart. I still need to get the other version of the fifth album, the You Think version. Then, as you can see, the special edition of Girls in Peace. Let me move this here. And then here we have the solos. Taeyeon's My Voice, the deluxe version, which I made an unboxing of it. I Just Wanna Dance, and Don't Say No. Second full-length album, Oh, and then right there, I don't know if you can see, that's Hoot. And then on the very, very back is Girls' Generation, The Best. The special limited edition, which I also made an unboxing for. And then right here, that's their photo book in Phuket. Then we have Mr. Party, and then Dear Santa. And this is one thing that I utilize and I'm really thankful for. Actually, I think I should put these here. Yeah, I think I'm going to put these here. Ugh, okay. So, a cool thing about this packaging is that this came with a purse, but I gave it away because I don't need that. But, okay. Is it? Okay. Wait a moment. This is how I'm utilizing this special edition. Okay. This video is going to be so long. Alright, so this is where I explain how I use the special edition. And as you can see, there's more albums in here. Here we have, let me try to hold this. Okay, so I have right there, Genie, G, the first single, Into the New World. What else is there? Baby Baby, Girls' Generation, the regular edition of the first full-length album in Japan, the signed version of Mr. Taxi, Mr. Taxi Run Double Run, I don't know what version. Let's see. And then this version of, I think this is, what is this called? I think Girls in Loving Girls. I forgot. Sorry. Their full-length album in Japan. I'm sorry for the shakiness, but that's how I utilize this. And actually what I'm going to do is, once I get most of their singles in Japan, I'm going to put them all in here because they actually all fit in there. And then I'll put their albums in here, on top of here. So I'm just kind of waiting for Jessica's album to arrive. And here's Jessica's albums. And then Holiday Night, their newest release. And that's it for my Girls' Generation collection. Now moving down lower. Now this is where things start to just change a little bit. So I don't know if you guys know. If you're familiar with my channel, you would know that I'm a huge fan of the Bright Night Girls and Kara. Kara is my second ultimate favorite group, and then it's Bright Night Girls. So since their albums are a bit smaller, which thank God, because it would just be difficult to store, I was able to put both of their things in here. So as you can see, here we have the repackage of Six Sense, the repackage of Sound G, and inside here is the regular edition as well. Solos by Guyan, Truth or Dare, Step 2 4 or Step and a Half. I don't know what's this album called. What was her first mini? Miss Kim, and again Part 1, Basic, the first full-length album, Black Box, Kind's Romantic Spring collaboration, Kind Hawa, Festa on Ice, and a Part 1 of Blue Brand. And right there's other albums. And on the very back, there's a lot more albums as well. I just don't want to move any of them. And then for Kara, I have all their full-length albums in Japan as 5. Their 7th mini album, which is their last release as a group in Korea, In Love. And then Full Bloom, Pandora, Jumping, Step, both versions. And then up here we have Revolution, their first mini, First Blooming, and Girl Story, which is their last full-length album in Japan. And the very back, we have Day and Night, the one with Mamma Mia, and then their solo collection, the special edition. And I don't know if you can see right there, I'll put it right here on the very back. That's Hara's solo album. But again, if you're interested in seeing my collection for Kara and Bright Night Girls, I made those videos as well. And then moving down here, which I think I'm going to be fixing very soon, I have my Donbanshinki stuff. Actually, this is not all of my things for Donbanshinki because they have some huge packaging that it's extremely difficult to store. Like their special edition of Keep Your Head Down, and their the Homin solos in Japan, which are huge as well. So technically this is not all my stuff for Donbanshinki is here, but a good amount is, and it's JYJ as well, but yeah, it's all in here. The jewel cases are like on the right side, so as you can see, I don't know how I store this. I move these things like all the time. Not all the time, like all day when I was organizing everything. And it was just really funny to find a way to put everything. So it just works like this. But there's a bunch of more albums on the back. And then here's something that I got recently. Their DVD, their second Asia tour. And there's more albums that we have. Both versions of Rise as God, Humanoids. This is Jejung Solo. The repackaged Y. Shia Junsu's mini album. The storybook and another storybook. And then, as you can see, albums by JYJ. These are all JYJ albums. Yeah, but these are actually getting a bit dusty, so I'm thinking I might clean it a little bit. But yeah, this is only TVXQ and Donbang related stuff in this spot. So yeah, and then moving down. Okay. So again, like I mentioned previously on this part, this one's a mix as well. So this is actually the biggest part of this whole shelf. So I have both Shiny and Super Junior. And yeah, let me kind of move down. Okay, let's move it down. Okay, so as you can see, this was actually really easy to store. So I have a bunch of jewel cases, or like that small packaging that they have. Okay, so we have Henry Trap, Super Junior Happy, Bonamana Regular Edition, Super Junior 05, Super Junior T, Super Junior First Asia Tour concert, their single U, the repackage of Don Don, Shiny's Odd Eye, I think that's what it's called, the repackage of One of One and One and One. Let's move down. Okay, so first mini album, first full length album, Amigo, the repackage, Henry Fantastic, Super Junior M Swing, Super Junior M Supergirl, Acha, Super Junior Sorry version C, the repackage of Perfection for Super Junior M, Sorry. This is actually getting dusty, which is gross. Sorry. Little Prince by Realwook. And then down there is a mini album by Kyuhyun. Okay, now let me try to... Okay. Then as you can see on the back is like big packaging. This is the reason why I put them down here. And then I figured I'd just put Shiny as well. So there's Mr. Simple, Sexy Free and Single, and then a photo book for Super Junior. And then on the back of here, there's like some more albums by Shiny, like Lucifer and Ring Ding Dong, or the year 2009 Year of Us. They have Devil, which I actually need to get the repackage soon, but it's still like really expensive. First full-length album by Jonghyun, Ace by Taemin, Bass by Jonghyun, Everybody. I think this is called Cottage Industry. This is the subunit that Heechul has. Then the special edition of Super Junior D&E, Donghan Eunhyuk. And then on the top of here, this is Kyuhyun's first mini album. Super Junior M Me, Breakdown, Don Don, the regular edition, Super Show 5, the DVD, Shiny Misconception of Us, which has both Misconceptions of Me and Misconceptions of You, and it's also signed. And then right here, on the very corner up here, that's Mamacita. And then what album is this? This is the third mini album by Kyuhyun. Then Shiny Sherlock, Shiny Romeo, Shiny I'm Your Boy, Shiny I'm Your Boy, Two Heart, and Shiny Boys Meet You. So yeah, sorry guys for kind of like the shaking camera, but I was trying my best to show a majority of the albums. but I wasn't gonna move all of them to, name everything, and I sometimes forget the names because it has been a while since I kind of listened to a lot of these. But yeah, this is where I store all my kind of favorite groups. Basically, the only group that's not really featured here are like Beast, Infinite, yeah, Beast and Infinite, which are like other groups that I have a bunch of albums for. And yeah, but I'm still figuring out how I'm gonna store actually those albums all together, because I want for the groups that I have a bunch of albums for, I want to put them on a certain spot like I did for these. So a good example of that is Beast and Infinite, because I have a bunch of their stuff, and so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was highly requested for like since forever, and it actually took a while to organize everything, because this was actually like almost like a month or so that I organized these albums all in here. It took forever, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I know it doesn't look extremely neat, but it just works for me. So yeah, that's how I store these albums. I don't know if I'll ever, maybe if I move to a new house, I'll have a bigger space where I can, I guess, reorganize the albums, but I like that I have this little corner in my room to just look at my favorite groups whenever I feel, I guess, upset, or just I wake up. I usually just look exactly towards this direction, so I always see my favorite groups when I wake up and when I walk around my room. And yeah, so this is part 2. I don't know if I'll be making a part 3 anytime soon. If I do, I will probably kind of hint at it on a video, like an unboxing or a haul, or I guess a rant. But I'll just warn you guys about part 3. I think I might just end up doing like 5 parts to it, because my albums are kind of all divided into different parts of my house. So yeah, this was for those who were interested about how I store my albums, and technically also you get to see a majority of certain groups' collections. If you want them to, if you do want to watch them individually, again, I made collection videos not so long ago. But yeah, other than that, look forward to a whole collection video where I show every single album that I have up to, like, I think August, because I have gotten a couple more albums, and I'm not going to refilm everything and take pictures again. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this really shaky and kind of weird video and song as well. So kind of just gonna stop rambling. Bye guys.